What are some effects of acid rain in aquatic life? The effects of acid rain can be seen most clearly in water environments and sea life like fish and other animals because it falls onto aquatic habitats from forests or fields. It mostly affects parts of lakes and streams and not big oceans. A stream or lake's normal pH level is between 6 and 8, but when acid rain hits certain sensitive parts of lakes or streams, the pH level is lower because they cannot neutralize the acid rain. What are some effects on the aquatic life?
Acid rain drops the pH levels of the water and the aluminum levels increase. This causes aquatic life like fish to gain chronic stress. This then causes the animal's body weight to lower, making the animal less likely to compete for food or shelter. Younger species of aquatic life are more sensitive to acidic waters and are at a higher risk to die as the pH levels decline.
When the pH level is lower, fish life drops and the bottom of these water areas are undecayed material and moss. Acid rain comes from air pollution from fuel and chemicals, from cars, fires, and more. How can we prevent acid rain?
3 ways to prevent acid rain is to reduce the amount of sulfur dioxide released into the air, produce energy without using fossil fuels, and to make clean cars. To reduce the amount of sulfur dioxide, we can use coal with less sulfur or wash the coal to remove some of the sulfur on it. We can use less fossil fuels by getting energy from the sun or wind. To prevent the amount of sulfur dioxide from cars, manufacturers are now required to limit the amount of nitrogen and other pollutions cars release.
Why is this a concern? Another concern is that it affects the birds that feed on the aquatic life in these lakes, streams, and marshes. It can also become snow, mist, dry dust, and rain. The rain is the most destructive because it affects the trees, soil, and water. We are concerned because the lower that the pH levels are in a lake, the more they have a primary effect on creatures that have a habitat in the lake. Creatures like many kinds of fish, shellfish, snails, and salamanders. If pH level hits 5, it will kill fish eggs, and if it goes below 5, it will kill adult fish. How does it impact natural biogeochemical cycling, or food webs or food chains? According to global ecology, biogeochemical cycles will react throughout the system and affect all of the other interlinked cycles. The composite end result may be more important to the overall function of a natural system than an analysis of a single cycle would indicate. What kind of new technology has been made?
All kinds of new technology is being developed to prevent the extreme amount of sulfur dioxide we produce. Power plants have installed equipment called scrubbers. They are placed in smokestacks and remove sulfur dioxide from gases that is left behind. Another invention created is called the Cadillac converter. It reduces the amount of nitrogen oxide released by cars. Congress has also passed a law called the Clean Air Act Amendment of 1990. It puts a limit on the amount of sulfur dioxide power plants can release into the air.
Are these effects reversible? The effects of acid rain are reversible, but they take a very long time to reverse themselves to return back to the way that they originally were. It could take hundreds of years depending on the damages that have been done to the aquatic scene.